When I first heard the term side project slip from his business partner's lips, it was as if someone had yanked the floor out from under me. We were at a cocktail party, the kind where everyone sips on overpriced drinks and pretends their lives are as polished as their shoes. I noticed the smug grin on the partner's face, his eyes flicking between me and the cluster of guests surrounding us. My heart pounded in my chest like a trapped animal as the words sank in, the realization that my place in his life was nothing more than a footnote in the grand scheme of his ambitions. The weeks leading up to this revelation had been tense, filled with late-night meetings and whispered phone calls that ended abruptly when I entered the room. I'd convinced myself it was just the stress of their new venture, a tech startup poised to disrupt the industry. Yet, each time he sidestepped my questions with a charming smile and a dismissive kiss on the forehead, a knot tightened in my stomach. The party confirmed what I had been too afraid to admit: I was a convenient distraction, a placeholder in a life that had no room for me beyond the shadows. Confrontation was inevitable. I waited until we got home, the door barely closed behind us before the words erupted from my mouth. His initial shock quickly morphed into a well-rehearsed defense, denying everything with the kind of earnestness that had once made me fall for him. But as I pressed on, his facade began to crack, revealing glimpses of a man driven by ambition and self-interest. The truth was a bitter pill to swallow. I wasn't his partner in life, just a temporary escape from the pressures he faced. The twist, though, lay not in his betrayal but in the reflection it cast on my own life. I realized how much of myself I'd sacrificed, waiting in the wings of someone else's story. As he packed his things, the weight on my chest began to lift, replaced by an unfamiliar sense of freedom. I wasn't the side project, after all. I was the main character in my own life, and it was time to write a new chapter, one where I was the protagonist, not just a supporting role in someone else's narrative.